Good morning, people. Another day survived without nuclear war. Another day not to be incinerated and have me eyeballs drop out. Well, thank goodness for that. Thank somebody who's gracious and good. Thank God even that we've survived to another day without nuclear annihilation. I imagine this lady's probably quite grateful, although I doubt if she's ever likely to be annihilated by a nuclear bomb, because she'll be so deep underground she'll be taking turns on the devil's cock with all the other Tories. This lady, whom I prefer to call Elmer Fudd, well, what can we say about her? Let's try a couple of things, shall we? And we'll base some of these on what Chucky Mark has already said to us. She's under pressure to resign as the mother of a Windrush citizen blames passport battle for son's death. Well, Chucky was good enough to give me a better picture. And that's the picture of this lady's mother, of this person's mother, I should say. Hang on. Let's turn that off so you can see that one a lot better. Yep, that's a picture of a real mother, a real woman. In fact, a woman, I'm sure, of infinite compassion and grace and care for her son, a decent, honest woman, I'm absolutely convinced, who has lived in this country for years and who really considers herself to be a citizen of this country, who maybe herself, for that matter, even came over on the Empire Windrush. So there's this lad's mother, and there is Elmer Fudd. These are the two people I'm talking about. What can we say? They're vicious, they're vile, they're inhuman. They're trying to say that somehow this was all Labour's fault. I mean, after all, weren't those landing cards destroyed by Labour? Oh, let's throw a dead cat on the table. Let's take it off onto some little tangent. Let's make absolutely sure that we don't deal with the real issue here. No, a landing card only gives you permission to land in the country, as I have said before. If you went to some non-EU country, were issued your landing card on the plane, got off, stepped onto the apron on the tarmac, you're not really going to expect that your landlord, your landing card, I should say, gives you absolute right to remain and work and live in that country as a naturalised citizen. So don't go off down that one. Let's stick with Elmer Fudd and deliberate cruelty. May, I sincerely believe, was the one who amended the legislation on the Windrush. Of course she was. She took out anything about them having leave to remain or anything like that, and she did so consciously. She was completely aware that this would put these people in a position where they could be deported. Do you remember, just while we're at it, do you remember the immigration vans? Do you remember those? If you're staying illegally, you can be reported. And here was a number for your friends to ring, or people who may have seen you to ring, to report you to immigration services. All about the same time as this stuff happened with changing the law, especially in regard to the Windrush generation, right? So May's to blame. May naturally expects that white people are superior. Think about it. Imagine the generation she was born into. Imagine the conversations around the vicarage tea party, or even around the vicarage table at dinner. Can you imagine all those people, all those Christian missionaries being sent out there to help dark people, black people, to civilise the uncivilised, to bring the natives to Jesus, to give people with dark skins a Christian view on the world. Therefore, May has been brought up in a generation where the colour of your skin indicates your worth, your value, your position in the hierarchy, whether you should rule or be ruled, whether you should be subservient or whether you should be entitled to rights, just based on the colour of your skin. Two quick ones. Dear old man with the name that should never be said, rhymes with Hunt, Berkshire Hunt. Dear old Berkshire Hunt. There you go, Berkshire Hunt. Have a little relax. Just sit yourself back there. Enjoy the fact that 5 NHS patients died waiting this week. Yeah, there you go, Hunt. Of course we know you're pouring billions into the National Health Service. We know that. You're doing it into mental health services as well. Absolutely billions. Yep. Portsmouth woman died after a 7-hour wait. Lancashire man died of a heart attack. By the way, I've had a heart attack too, and I had to wait 90 minutes. If I'd have had to wait 90 minutes, I'd have been dead. Dudley woman died on a trolley in a corridor, and an Essex woman died waiting 4 hours for an ambulance. In Dudley, a man died waiting at A&E. Quite amazing, aren't we? Yeah. There's people committing suicide over the Windrush thing, as that lady said. Her son committed suicide because of those delays and those waits and that uncertainty. Oh, and while we're at it, just to finish off, yep, here's the pièce de résistance. PM refuses to condemn rape clause that's in their current legislation. Inhumane rape clause comments. She refuses to condemn inhumane rape clause comments made by others. How many pages on that form will a rape survivor have to fill out? Well, I think I read somewhere in the region of 20. 20. If you've been raped and you want to claim for a child conceived of rape out as a result of rape, I would imagine May's probably even asking for medical evidence as well. What can we say? 4th of May, folks. 4th of May. You going to vote for these people? Are you going to vote for their representatives locally? Look at that face. Are you going to vote for the people who represent that face locally on the 4th of May? Let's look at another one, shall we? Look at that face. Are you going to vote for people who represent that face on the 4th of May? Are you going to do that? You're going to vote for people that represent them? You're going to vote for people that represent that face on the 4th of May. Look at the face. Are you going to do it? Are you going to vote for them? 4th of May? Think about it. Are you going to vote for them, considering what they do? And, as it used to be said on That's Life, finally, Cyril. And finally, Cyril. Or are you going to vote on behalf of this mother whose son was driven to suicide by these bastards? Think about it carefully when you vote, because I think it depends on what kind of a society you want. That's me over and done with for today. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll make it to another tomorrow without all going up in a mushroom cloud. Bye!